I'm good with.
Welcome to the South Pod, where we cover the storylines, the stats. There are none of the NFC South. We cover some things around the league as well. And it's Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl week. I'm sorry. I got my usual suspects with me. Rich, Frodo, Will, and as usual, we are who we are, and we're gonna keep it rolling. It's Super Bowl week, fellas. How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. How you fellas doing?
Can't complain. Nasty cough, but can't complain. What about y'all?
Hear you.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just ate, so ready for the show. Ready to see what's happening with Todd Bowledge.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with this weather, man. We had that snow, and now projected to snow again. It was actually some little sleet earlier, but I hope the hell not. So,
No, I'm up here in DMV right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm up here sharing y'all snow. Trying to find a parking spot. Having a damn park with the truck leaning like this on them. You have snow underneath the damn wheels.
Yeah.
And you decided to go back up, T? Go up there for the Super Bowl?
No, come over with some business, man. And take care of a couple things, and then head back south on Sunday.
Oh, you gonna be on the road for the game?
No. The game won't start before I get
there. You driving, right?
Yo,
oh, you flying? Wow. Okay. You said you had the truck up there, man. I was like, dang, he bought the big boy up there. But
no.
Well, man, it's warm down here now. You should have stayed.
I heard it was like 60 degrees today. It was like 60 degrees there, wasn't it?
Yep, I walked outside, looked at the jacuzzi. I was like, sun was beaming. Said, yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's back to our kind of weather. That fluke that we just had. I don't know what that was.
Bruh, that was crazy. Florida ain't never been that cold since I've been living here. We was actually at 26 degrees, man. That was
wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Them damn lizards was frozen all over the ground,
huh? All of them, boy. I know they were like, man, what the hell is going on here? The infrastructure wasn't built for it. But anyway, yeah, we got a game this Sunday, man. Seattle versus New England. I don't think any of us saw that coming at the beginning of the season, particularly with New England. With New England. But Seattle had glimpses that they were going to be pretty decent, so not surprised on that end. But we here now, y'all. The two best teams in the NFL on paper as scripted, are in the Super Bowl. And who you got?
You know me, man. First and foremost, you got to get a hats off to New England and Mike Vrabel, man. I think he did a hell of a coaching job, man, to actually get that team actually to the ultimate prize, the Super Bowl, because none of us actually saw that at the beginning of the year. However, I'm actually going with Seattle. Those things that those guys been able to do, man, and that defense, man, and I'm very impressed with Emiora, the safety out of South Carolina. That boy's been playing, man. So I think Seattle has enough offensive weapons and power and a good defense to actually hold a very mediocre offense in New England and actually win their second Super Bowl.
Yeah, New England? You said Seattle.
No, okay. I got Seattle.
Yeah. Seattle. Yeah, I understand. It's ironic, that the Patriots in the Super Bowl when the world is being shaken upside, when the U.S. is being shaken upside down by the Patriots.
That's funny how that always happens.
It is. It's very funny. But Kratos,
Man,
who you going
I
for?
got New England with the upset.
New England with the upset?
No, bro. Nah, man.
How's that, Telly?
I'll say this, man. Darnold been clicking on all cylinders for the last 2 games, as we saw. That offense is crazy, as well as that damn defense, man. If I was to say New England was going to win this, or if they pull that off, then it is what it is. They wanted it more, but I'm Seattle. Plus, I want to see what Rashid Shaheed gonna do. You know, I gotta see.
You got love for your boy.
Yeah, I got love, man. Look, you said it in the beginning of the season. You said they need to go somewhere and get a ring. And at first, I'm a bad baby mama. I'm like, nah, nah, he ain't going nowhere. I don't want them to go nowhere. We need them. But then I came to my senses when the kids turned 18.
Time to let them lead the nest.
Yeah. And so, I want to see Seattle pull this off. Rashid Shaheed, he's doing a damn great thing as far as, returns, as well as, playing all those daggone positions. So, yeah, Seattle.
The thing about with Shaheed, though, like, hats off to Seattle, man, for realizing that was the piece that they needed to go after.
Yes.
Being strategic, because when they signed him, at first I was like, you got JSN and you got Cooper Kupp, your tight ends are I thought they was, pretty decent with what they had. And then all of a sudden they're like, we need somebody who's gonna take the top off the defense, on special teams and on the offense, and somebody to give JSN a break. And man, he came in and he showed that was a good pickup. Man, it's about making the right moves at the right time when you realize what your team could possibly do, which some teams in the NFC South don't know how to do.
We'll give away a player before we take one in to help.
Like, Seattle realized they was one piece away from really making some noise, and they added the right addition. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts on it, though, Telly?
Yeah, they made a good addition, man. So good that they got a GM fired in Minnesota.
His AOL connection ain't working.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, you got your Telly.
We got you.
Yeah, I was saying Seattle did so good and they pick up that they got a GM fired in Minnesota.
Absolutely. Because you let Darnold walk right into a Super Bowl.
Right.
And that's y'all biggest area struggling, but go ahead.
Exactly. But so it's I find it ironic that they're trying to pin that on that man and McCarthy, not McCarthy, but the head coach been singing McConnell been singing JJ McCarthy's praises when we all knew that JJ McCarthy wasn't it, and he kept singing his praises. So who is that really on? Is that on the GM? Or GM get a scapegoat? Because he just signed a new contract and they fired that man. So I think that's a little bit bogus because that came out of nowhere, left field. But so for that reason alone, I hope New England whoop their ass.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of blame going around, when the firings occur. Like you see how they was throwing Keon Coleman catching strays under for no reason when Buffalo, lost. And they did everything but tell the truth when it comes to who was the reason why they didn't go as far as they should have. But yeah, they definitely throwing people under the bus. So.
I got New England, man. For some reason, I think they can pull out an upset. I don't know why, because Seattle has been rolling. Ain't nobody been able to stop them, slow them down. The only competitive game they had all playoffs was against the Rams, and they pulled that off. But the thing about it is New England's defense over the playoffs, I think they're averaging only allowing 18 points or something like that. So obviously the teams they play offensively ain't been scared, making them scared of nothing. But they do get the most sacks. I think they got 12 sacks in the playoffs already. And if anything can slow down or cause Sam Darnold to shake is them getting pressure in his face and stopping his run game. So, and that's what New England does very well. So I think this is kind of that perfect recipe, perfect sauce for New England to pull up off an upset.
Yeah, I think what it's going to boil down to, in my opinion, is what team can impose their will on the other team. I think we mentioned Rashid Shaheed being a great addition to Seattle, and I think he's going to pull a Devin Hester. I don't know if he's going to run the opening kickoff for a touchdown, but I do think that he's going to take one to the house in that game, and I think that would probably be the difference, man. We seen Seattle defenses hitting on all cylinders. Those boys look good out there, and New England looked just as good at Seattle. And that's why I say I think whatever team can impose their will on the other team, that will be the team that will rise as the victors. And in my opinion, I think that will be Seattle at the end of that game when the clock hits 0.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hold up, Rich. Add Shaheed opening touchdown to the script update. Okay. Yeah, we got it. So like you said, he's returning one in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We just updated the script. We good. So I do agree that he's gonna do that. I guess when I look at the game, I look at it from this angle. We all talk about New England's sorry schedule, Then when they got to the playoffs, they played good teams in the playoffs. So we can't hold the schedule against them no more because everybody's like, well, when they get to the playoffs, they're gonna catch it because they're gonna play some good teams. New England played some good teams. However, in every game they played, as opposed to Seattle, there was some advantage for them in every single game. Let's go. First game they played was against Buffalo. I think Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened when they played against Buffalo? Josh Allen turned into Jameis Winston. He turned into Jameis Winston. That happened. Then, okay, surely when they get to Houston, we play Houston. Yeah, Houston finna end that run right here. That defense, they showed up. That defense showed up. The Patriots defense showed up. But it was another Jameis Winston on the field. It was another Jameis Winston on the field. And it was a snowy game. It was a inclement weather game. So they lose. So then they play Denver. They go to Denver. Their starting quarterback gets hurt the week prior. So everything fell into place for them. The Patriots are a lucky team. So I'm looking for something lucky to happen to them on Sunday. And I think Vrabel gets his first ring as a coach. I think the Patriots win, with a strong defensive effort. For some reason, Seattle won't be able to execute. And New England pulls it out by 3. That's what I think.
And think about this. Think about this, man. Both the owner and the legendary quarterback been snubbed recently in the Hall of Fame.
The coach, yep.
The coach and the owner, Robert Kraft, got snubbed too. He didn't make a cut either.
Yep. See what I'm saying? The whole storyline is perfect. It's perfect. It's just whether do you go with the script where Donald, comes out on top, he's no longer seeing ghosts and he proves all the haters wrong, or do you go with the dynasty of the Patriots? Like, no matter what happens to them, they just keep bouncing back. Do they go with that narrative? We all want Seattle to win. I want Seattle to win. I want to win convincingly, not even close. But my gut is telling me New England is going to pull it out. Go ahead, Rich.
Who do you believe in more, Sam Darnold or Drake May?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Because I think that is a key. I think that is a key variable, to this game. Which quarterback plays best? Are you going to go with the second-year guy, or are you going to go with that veteran? But you say Drake May. And what indication? Drake May has played some good games, and I think Drake May is one of those players that Cam Newton talk about all the time, being a good game manager. And I think Drake May has done that. But does he give them the edge to actually win this game over Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. The reason why I say Drake May is because what has Drake May done this year.
Here.
Besides what you said, right? You said it was game manager. He's made some amazing throws. I've seen a couple of games. He made some amazing throws. So he's a little bit more than just a game manager, but he's pretty close to just being that. You look at the stats. He doesn't do anything amazing. He doesn't pass for average 300 yards and nothing like that. He's hovering right above 200 yards a game in the playoffs, and then he runs the ball a little bit. He does just what he needs to do to keep the offense scrolling and score some points. He can run the ball. He can do all those things. So I trust that he can do that versus what Sam Darnold has been doing, that he can do that on the biggest stage of the year. Because what we know about Sam Darnold during the regular season is he led the league in interceptions. Now during the playoffs, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. When does that Sam Darnold show his face?
And that's a valid point, because it has been inconsistent this year. He didn't have the year he quite had in Minnesota. However, he still threw for over 4,000 yards, which no quarterback has done that on two different teams. But me, I'm actually going with the veteran quarterback, and they're going right down the road, and they're playing in a familiar stadium. So essentially, to me, it's kind of like a home game away from home because there's familiarity there. They're going to have the fan base there. Those guys are traveling down there more so than you're going to see New England fans. There's going to be New England fans too. So I think that is an added component as well when we look at that game, man. And I just think with JS and Rashid, I think that's going to be the difference maker. And I think that defense is actually going to show up and they're going to shut Drake May down. You're going to have to show me what you got to do, young man. And I think they're going to put the pressure on him. And I think the light's going to be a little bit too big for him. And I have no faith in any quarterback that came out of University of North Carolina at all.
I'm with you.
At all. So they all kind of cookie cutter and they all kind of play the same. They all can actually move pretty well with their feet, and they can escape out of the pocket and do some things and make you think, oh, damn, this guy should be the number 2 pick in the draft. Bum ass Mitch Trubisky, do nothing. So I'm not sold on any quarterback coming out of the University of North Carolina. They show you flashes and try to get you sold, and then next thing you know, it's like you're getting a car off the lemon lot.
So you saying there's going to be a fall off next year with Drake May?
Yeah, I do.
We was looking. Remember, I sent the salary cap, and the Patriots still got a lot of money to work with.
They got a lot of money to work with, as well as Seattle. Seattle, I believe, was in the top 10, and New England was right outside at number 12, I believe. That speaks volumes for that organization. That tells you they're doing something right to still be able to have that cap space to actually improve upon what they did upon this season. That's scary for everybody else if they're looking at it, especially like a team like Kansas City when they got negative cap space. So that's scary.
And they can't build up on nothing. So.
No, they can't.
So will New England, if they win the Super Bowl, be an attractive destination for free agents?
Yeah, I think so, because that's a young team.
Let me ask you this. You moving to New England or goddamn Florida? We had this discussion prior to getting on the show. It's pretty warm down there. Ain't nobody going to goddamn New England unless they have no choice.
I agree, Rich. It is.
Ain't nobody going. Yeah,
it's a business.
Yeah,
you know them greenbacks talk now.
So
they do.
Exactly.
They might put a little incentive in your contract for inclement weather that make you want to go. Because let's face it, you ain't playing all your games in New England. You're not playing.
That's a fact though. But when's the last time has New England got a player there, attract a player there that was in their peak? We can very well say maybe Randy Moss. Randy Moss is still performing. But when have they attracted someone to actually come to that organization? That's say like a superstar. They always build from the draft, and they've done well. And they kept those guys there, and they kept that cohesiveness there, and that's how they won. Guys probably wanted to get there and play with Tom Brady, but they have blue collar workers Julian Edelman and those guys,
Right.
the killer and Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski.
Stone Cold Killer.
So yeah, so they drafted those players though to come there, and they performed well, man, in that system under Bill Belichick.
Yeah,
But I don't think
you got a
that's
point,
a
Rich. 'Cause,
pillar destination.
yeah, because even like you said, Chris Godwin left 30 mil on the table not to go
Yeah,
to New
absolutely.
England and to stay
My
here.
point.
So I bet he regretting that shit now. I bet he's regretting it now. He could be on his way to his second ring, man, and still
Yeah.
would have got paid. And the way the Patriots operated, okay, you still had your injury. He could have, he fucked that up. Shout out to Chris Godwin. But
Yeah.
I know he regretting that, man. But we'll see. Free agency gonna be interesting, man. That's what I'm looking forward to the most is to see who's going to do what. Because I think I'm going back to the NFC South. In the NFC South, free agency is going to tell us who's going to be the big dog and who's actually serious about 2026. Because I feel, with the exception of the Saints, I feel like y'all still kind of got one more year to add some more pieces, and y'all gonna lose some pieces, and y'all are getting older. The other
Absolutely, I agree.
The other three, the 2 moves, 1 or 2 moves. Hey, you in that seat, you in that driver's seat for the season, and I think that's how it's gonna pan out with free agency. The draft ain't doing shit. Ain't nobody worried about the draft.
Nah.
So it's who you get in free agency this year. And with that is I've been seeing some articles about Penix. They trying, like we was talking about, they trying to blame the GMs on losses and stuff. They trying to use Penix inability to go under center as a scapegoat, to justify maybe is Penix questioning is he the one. If y'all recall, and I know Telly recall because it's your team, they had the same issue with Kirk last year. Oh, he can't get up under center and run the plays that we want. Me personally, Zach, I think that's on you. Whatever they tried to justify, like, saying Kirk couldn't get under center with his ACL. So, okay, they got a new coach in. It's interesting to see if Penix is still going to be there because Matty Ice ain't committing to him, which is smart. He ain't in the decision. He trying to put it all on the coach. But is he going to be there, Telly? What's going on?
So Matty Ice didn't say he wasn't in on Penix. What he said was, and he said this is a consistent message. His message was, that's not football selection, like players and stuff like that. That's not his space. That's not what he is there to do. They will run some stuff by him, but he's leaving that up to the GM and to the coach to decide who's the right players to pick. So he kind of reiterated that, and a reporter took it and flipped it, his words, and put it out there, and people ran with it, obviously, because everybody's been asking the question in every single interview I've seen, from Stefanski to when Matt Ryan was introduced to the press, and then when Ian was just recently introduced to the press. It was, so is your quarterback going to be Kirk? Is Kirk coming back? Is Penix? So they've been asking that question. They've been pinging that question to every single person, and they've all held their ground and made the political statement. So, me personally, I think that they give Penix this year to see what he can do under the new coordinator, right? And then if he doesn't do that, and we have a mediocre season, then there's some better quarterbacks coming out of football next year than it is the ones that come out this year. So we don't lose anything by trying to stretch and go get a quarterback this year, in my opinion. We can do that next year. But I think it's some free agents, some veteran free agents out there they might target to come in to help or to fill the gap if Penix starts to slip and can't catch the offense. But I think he's going to be there for at least another year. Give the man a chance with a proper coordinator. Everybody knows Zach Robinson and his schemes for the team didn't really work well.
Yeah, absolutely. I also saw possibly bringing in Jacoby Brissett. to fill the void. If that were to occur, I'm with you, Telly. I think he gets another year. It's the NFC South, man. Just win 8 games. Just win 8 games, and you in the driver's seat, man. Like, yeah. So you telling me Penix can't help you get 8 games? He can. I believe he can do that. He can help you get 8 games. The bar is low. The bar is very low in his division. So plus he's a first rounder. So you're not going to give up on him. So that's just how I see it. I think I'm gonna keep saying the free agency, y'all. We're gonna be texting this free agency like, yeah, that was a major move. That was okay. Because free agency this year is going to decide the NFC South. I don't even care about the other division. It's going to decide the NFC South. Will the Buccaneers go get another mediocre pass rush and try to sell him off as legit Hassan Reddick? Will they do something like that? Like, hey, fans, or what? And will Carolina make any moves? They already making moves by, letting Rico Dowdle test free agency over Chuba injured Hubbard.
Yeah, and I think that's a big mistake too, bro. Over the past 2 seasons in Dallas as well as Carolina, Rico Dowdle showed the ability to rush the ball, and he wants to be there. And like you said, Chuba Hubbard is injury prone. So why not actually go with that horse in your stable that you're going to get actually good production with, and let Chuba Hubbard go his own way, be a backup or something. But I think we're making a mistake by letting Rico Dowdle test free agency. And like you said, man, free agency is going to be key. And if we don't somehow re-sign him, we won't repeat as NFC South division champs. But if we make some good moves, in the free agency and just kind of see how things materialize in the draft, I may be on season 3, telling you guys once again, we're gonna win the NFC South.
Why you?
But that's to be seen. Why am I agitated?
No, why you hesitated when you said, and we could be?
He paused for effect. Straight up.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta sell it, man, because Corey's right, man. Free agency is going to decide who wins this division, and right now, we're doing stupid shit. There's chemistry on that team, man, and you're actually breaking that up because you want to be cheap. You don't want to pay individuals, and you think that you can go out there and actually get somebody that can be able to stay, be able to step in there and actually be able to fill that void, and you can't. I don't think, Trevor Etienne is going to be that individual no time soon.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Rich. Like, to me, because we was talking this whole season, like, Carolina 2 years away, maybe. Yep. Need a few more pieces. Then we were like, what pieces do they need? Then, as the season panned out, T-Mac, well, you need another receiver. I'm gonna really go there because
yeah.
But T-Mac, yes, he's that dude as advertised. The defense, okay, maybe a DN edge. I think we all need an edge. Period. Somebody to impact on the defense because the defense was already, NFC South stout.
Mm-hmm.
So Carolina ain't got too many moves to make, and I think Dowdle would have been a key piece, unless
absolutely, bro.
Unless Rich Algier from Atlanta, I know it's in our division. All of us gonna be trying to get him. He's gonna be a free agent, so all of us are gonna be chomping at the bit to get that big back. And I agree with you, Rich. Like to me, Bucky is not a 1. He proved that this year. His little body is not durable enough to be an RB1.
Mm-hmm.
The RB1 is now a free agent, and we treated him so bad. He had already told. He said, "Hey, the Bucs gave up on me. I ain't give up on them." And he did not give up on Tampa. Rachaad White was the best running back last year, minus the game Tucker had against Buffalo. And after that, Tucker went missing, became turnover prone. But the one stable, sturdy back in the backfield was Rachaad White.
Yeah,
and he didn't get a chance to showcase all that he can do last year. And I was pretty
he wasn't given enough opportunities.
He was not. So Rachaad see it. He knows. He's like, all right, cool. That's why he started putting Jaden Daniels on his IG, whatever. Rachaad White, like, it's been real. I'm out of here. So they fucked that up with the back. Like I said, Bucky's not an RB1, and I feel the same. Chuba Hubbard and Rico, I'm keeping Dowdle. That's
Yeah.
just me.
Absolutely.
Like, hey,
Yes.
Chuba, I'm gonna extend you, or something. I'm giving Dowdle the money because I like the way that boy runs, but he gonna go get his bag somewhere else. So it'll
Nah,
be
you're right too,
To
man.
the Saints.
I hope the
to
hell
the
not.
Saints.
Because I look at some of the moves Carolina's been doing, and from a business standpoint, bringing Rico Dowdle in there, drafting Xavier Legette, guys that played at the University of South Carolina, that automatically generates revenue because Columbia, everybody's driving up there to see him. Hell, I drive from Virginia to go down to see him, not only because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, but I'm a fan of USC and they got players on that team.
Right.
Legette right now is definitely a bust. One, he needs to actually get a English tutor, so he can do actually interviews where he speak English, because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But if anybody that you should kind of like be on a chopping block, it's definitely Legette. And you're right, man. We need to actually get another wide receiver to complement T-Mac. Because like I said, when we first started talking about the draft and stuff, if we didn't draft T-Mac as first, as the Carolina first pick, I was gonna be mad as hell. And I said that T-Mac is going to be the new Mike Evans for the NFC South because of the body and everything and just the way that he played. And that's not writing off Mike Evans, and it's interesting to see what he's going to do as well. But T-Mac has a bright future ahead of himself if Bryce Young can be consistent and still play good ball. But we definitely need another wide receiver to complement him.
Hey, maybe Mike signs with Carolina if he believes y'all a contender. But I'm glad you went there because, like, I was on another podcast and I told, it's a major one bigger than us, whatever. I ain't giving the name. And I told him on
ESPN?
there.
God damn.
I told him, Rich, I said, the way the organization handled the front office, the way the front office handled their decisions this offseason, they done decided his fate. Period. If you watch, Mike came back last year because he believed that the team could contend. He got injured, separated collarbone. That boy worked hard to get back because he believed the team could contend, despite that defense being as ass as it was. So he comes back, has a ball-out game against his nemesis, Atlanta, up 28, and they still lose, 3rd and 28. And he come out the field and he pissed off by the defense. Okay, boom. Carolina won it. Fast forward. Now he a free agent. Mike said he want to come back, but he wants to win. He wants to play with a contender.
Ooh.
And Tampa Bay is not a contender. They need a couple more pieces. So if he comes back and wants to play for a contender, he's not coming back to Tampa. And if he does that, that's an indictment on Bowles because he's telling you already, you're not a contender. I don't believe in y'all. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes, man. I think he's gone.
Okay, so if Mike doesn't come back to Tampa, what do you think will be the ideal landing spot from him?
Well, first of all, it is dependent on what Mike wants. I'm saying he's not coming back, but let's be real. It's a chance he might. It's year 13. He was Jason Light's first ever pick. Him and Jason Light tied to the hip, whatever. So that means something. It's his 13th season. And the way he went out last year, I don't think he want to go out like that. So if he want to continue his legacy, Mike going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be in Tampa Bay's Ring of Honor. But if he want to continue his legacy, he'll stay here and play for one team. If he wants to win, he's out the door. And I at first it was Houston because he wanted to go there, but the way CJ Stroud playing, man, I don't know. But they do have a good defense though. So, will CJ turn it around? That's a nice, still an attractive team to go play for. You got Nico Collins, you got that defense. Houston is right there. That's where he's from. Originally it was Kansas City. What is Kansas City gonna look like next year? Are they a contender? So it's gonna be. I can't put a finger on it, Rich. Like we talked earlier. Maybe Seattle. Maybe New England. Those are the big key places to go.
What about Duval?
If he believes Jayville is a contender, don't think now. they're going to lose pieces too this offseason. They're going to lose pieces too now. So a lot of teams that overachieved this year, Carolina, gonna go back to reality.
Oh shit!
That reality gonna kick in. It's gonna kick in next year. So it's interesting to see. But hey, I'm just calling it how it is. Remember what? The Commanders come back and make it all the way to the NFC Championship. What they look like the next year. Nobody expected them to be there, right? Nobody expected Carolina. Well, I can't say nobody expected Carolina. Only one person I know expected Carolina, but when you're in a division like ours, Rich, you can say that shit confidently. Hell, Will can say it. Hey, the Saints winning next year. He can actually say that and be true.
No.
Hey man,
don't hate too much now. Stop that shit, Carolina.
Let's back up.
Because you know how division games be played. Don't start that shit.
Let's back up a little bit. So
I'm just saying. But that would be a good move for Dowdle to come to us. That would be a good move. So, I mean, I know I'm hearing quietness, but it's the truth. Kamara might leave us, and we don't know what's going to happen. So we going to need something. And we in the process of rebuilding, and the struggle is real. I can see.
Is that our assistant analyst, Rich? That's our assistant analyst.
Yeah.
Hey, Telly, what was you saying?
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying I want to go back. Let's talk about, my running back that y'all threw out there. I was like, damn, you didn't even give me a chance to say nothing about it. It was the Rich and Corey show for a second there.
Man, we were just touching on it.
So no, this is my thoughts on Algier. I think he's gonna follow Zach Robinson down to Tampa. I think to your point about your running back, you was high on him the year before last. He was missed everything out of Syracuse and doing all not Syracuse, but he came in doing big things. Said y'all had y'all own number 7 down there in Tampa. I know y'all remember.
Sure did.
That. So I think if you add a bruiser like Algier to y'all staff, to y'all team, it'll let him do what he do best. Algier can carry some of the weight on some of those third downs and stuff like that. So I don't want him seeing down there, but I think that's where he's gonna end up going. As far as Leggett, that man can talk. Rich, just stop hating on that man. He can talk. You just don't understand what he's saying, but he can talk. I think he's a franchise player. I think y'all should keep him. I know his hand. He ain't got no hands, but that don't mean that.
Well, how is he a franchise player?
Man, because I wanted to be a franchise player.
He's a franchise player for Atlanta.
We need those wins to come across.
Hell no, he ain't no franchise player for us. He gonna stay on Carolina so they can lose those critical games because he gonna drop the damn ball.
That's why he's a franchise player for Atlanta.
No sir, no sir, we don't need that.
You ain't picking up what I'm putting down. You're not picking up what I'm putting down. The longer he stays on Carolina, he's a franchise player for Atlanta. Because he's going to do what he needs to do when you need him to do what he needs to do.
Obviously, that shit didn't work because they beat us both times this year. So we didn't need him on the team, period. He must got some good luck to bring it to that team. They beat us 2 times in a row. It's been a long time since that happened. So, man, I think free agency, like you said, like you've been saying, is going to be important this year for a lot of teams. There's going to be a lot of movements. I don't think Mike is leaving. I think Mike he might be tempted, but I think Mike he's been with y'all his entire career, man. I don't think he's going anywhere. If anything, this will be his last year, and he's going to go out fighting like he always do. So he's going to be a buck for life, as he say. I can't see him in another uniform, to be honest with you. He ain't that kind of dude. So he's going to hear offers, he's going to stay home.
I tell you what, though, wherever he go, I'm getting a jersey. And I'm going to be so petty. If I go to the games, I'm wearing his other team's jersey to the games in Tampa. We ain't got to be playing that team. I'm wearing that jersey to the game. But quick question, Telly, for you, and I'm going to get everybody else take on it. Serious question. Pitts, what happens?
Franchise tag.
Okay. Franchise tag.
They're going to let him go, man. He's too talented of a player. and only thing was missing was work ethic. And I think you can get that out of him again this year if you franchise tag him because again it's $16 million and they're gonna keep him on the team. So it doesn't make any sense to trade that man away or let him walk away when you have that franchise tag option. You franchise tag him, you put Bijan on lock him in for some years. You can extend. What's my man name?
Drake.
Drake London.
Yeah,
London.
Drake London. Extend his contract early, and then that way now you have room to figure out your quarterback situation between this year and next year, and then when it's time for those three rookie defensive players, when it's time for their contract to come up, you got enough cap space to keep all three of them boys on that team. So that's my play if I'm GM.
I would agree, but I'm gonna throw this out there. Pitts, Stefanski, I would say you're correct. You would be right that they franchise tag him if Njoku wasn't a free agent this year. Njoku was a free agent from the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Why not? He followed his coach, go play in that system with his coach with a way better offense. Okay, Atlanta, do we want Njoku, big solid tight end that can catch, stretch the field, and block, and don't take plays off, or do we keep Pitts? So if Njoku wasn't a free agent this year, and Stefanski wasn't win y'all coach, I would say yeah, Pitts is staying. I don't know, man. Pitts might want the money if y'all don't use the franchise tag.
So I'm gonna throw this back at you. And Njoku was on that team with Stefanski, and which tight end was getting the most reps and catches?
Harold Fannin Jr.
Harold Fannin Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. He was getting that because they were covering Njoku.
No, because Njoku wasn't playing. He hadn't played to his ability. He had spurts because I had him on fantasy. He had spurts over the past 3 years, man. That's why he's a free agent. That's why Cleveland is not trying to keep him because he's had spurts. So
injuries.
So in my opinion, I'm going to franchise tag Pitts, and if Njoku wants to be a part of the team, he's gonna take a 1 year, 2 year contract on a low amount. I'll take both of them. Keep both of them, and you rotate them in and out, and then we'll see what Pitts do. If he's gonna fight for that position over Njoku, and Njoku gonna fight for his. But I got options because I got the money to have both of them if I want
them. I saw y'all at like
27.
We got about 27. You sure?
27. Yeah, we 27 million, but that's not even it. We got when we release some people and restructure a couple more contracts, we're gonna be closer to 40, almost 50 million. And then you got to look at the NFL salary cap has increased.
That's what I was looking at. That's when I sent the chart or whatever.
Right. So we got money to spend.
Yeah, I'm with you, Telly. I think Atlanta placed that franchise tag on Kyle Pitts, man. And for me personally, I'm waiting for him to actually show up, man. He has too much talent to be playing out there lackadaisical. Like I told you, man, when I was at the game a couple of years ago, just watching him in his warm-up, he was lazy as hell. And the only time he seems to want to play is on National Tight Ends Day. And he kills it every goddamn time. So
hey, Rich, them numbers are misleading on tight end day because they always manage to put him against Tampa. So them numbers are misleading. You got to remember every time it's tight end. Well, since the last couple of weeks, season tight end day lands when the Falcons and the Bucks play, and God damn it, Pitts have a Pro Bowl game every single time, man.
Hey, Pitts got a hell of an agent to know that let's schedule these games on that day against Tampa.
Damn.
I think he stays in Atlanta, man, because honestly, man, Atlanta has a good core nucleus of guys. They just need to figure out that quarterback situation, and Atlanta can be scary, bro. I like we discussed, all throughout this season, They did a hell of a job on the defensive side of the ball with those draft picks. And I think, the sky's the limit for those guys, in particular Pierce, who I was kind of skeptical of at first because his work ethic was questioned when he was at Tennessee. However, he shows you like, okay, I can play, I can ball. And I believe he led the team in sacks as well as a rookie. So I think Atlanta has the right pieces in place. Tweak a couple of things, figure out that quarterback situation. You got a new offensive coordinator, so I can't wait for the new season to start.
Yeah.
And like you said, free agency is definitely key. And then what team ever makes the right moves in free agency, that team will ascend to the top. Right now, it's not going to be us.
I see Zach, we was talking about Zach Robinson and his inabilities to scheme. But he been making some key moves this offseason as far as his coaching staff. He signed Indiana's quarterbacks coach, who was his quarterbacks coach in 2024 when telling them collapsed again. What was it? I forgot his name, but he signed him to his squad or whatever. So he's making some pretty interesting additions to the staff. So all that's telling me is either he gearing up to take Bowles' job, and they know that the defense ain't gonna be nothing new, whatever, because they beefing up the offensive side of the ball as far as coaching is concerned. So it's gonna be interesting to see. He had his press conference too, and ain't no pistol being ran here. He quickly put that out there. It was only because of Penix's knee and his inability to get on the whatever players over plays. Same speech he gave, telling them it was copy and paste. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, based off the Pro Bowl game, man, I think our defense and Antoine Winfield, y'all gonna be balling.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's that motherfucker done played all season, man. Like, yeah, man, the Pro Bowl that was comedy at its finest. Nobody took that serious, but Winfield, he was the only one that took it serious. It's like, dude, you had 18 games. Yeah, you had 18 weeks to do something. You wait till bro.
For your best performance.
To give your best performance in a flag football game.
What was that bonus check? What was that bonus check for those guys for the winning team? Y'all know? Anybody?
Man, I don't even remember, man. That was when I just saw that flash call. Antoine Winfield wins MVP, and I let it feel like, shit, that motherfucker didn't do shit all season, But oh well.
Hey, that man was saving up for the Pro Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying?
He knew he was gonna be on the contender.
Right. He said we call defense out here.
Yeah, Shador throwing picks as usual.
Yeah. Was that Shador's fault? Was that whatchamacallit? He had alligator arms in that pass.
It don't matter the optics.
It
doesn't matter.
They running him on that big time. I was like, man, God, dog, boy, you don't make nothing no better for yourself.
What do you guys think about the Pro Bowl game nowadays, man, and all these different antics that they're doing? Do you think that it eventually go away at some point, or do you eventually think that it go back to putting on pads?
They ain't gonna put on pads. I don't know why they want to take it back to Hawaii. I don't know why you have a Pro Bowl on a Tuesday night. It's like they don't want nobody there. You don't want anybody there. And the Pro Bowl, in my opinion, should be after the Super Bowl.
Yep. Oh, I agree. Yep. That way you actually have all your players if they choose to actually play. Absolutely. But I was fortunate enough, man, to actually go to that very last Pro Bowl game at Aloha Stadium. I actually kept my tickets for that. I was pissed off at Cam Newton. He's actually signed my goddamn jersey. But I was fortunate enough to go to that game, man. It was a great venue and stuff, and actually see him. There was a couple plays out there. There was a couple guys that were actually playing. But I agree with you, Telly. They should actually take it back to Hawaii and go to Aloha Stadium, man. It's a good time.
You get more NFL players that's not even playing in Pro Bowl to go because it's in Hawaii.
Absolutely.
Because they use that opportunity to take their families on vacation.
Right? Yeah.
And they'll be out there. And I know, we all Marines being there, being stationed at Camp Smith.
Oh yeah.
field from the Aloha Stadium, they used to always come to us and ask for volunteers. So guys used to take 10 days off of work and go down there, and they spent the whole entire week with the players, man. And it was a great time for young Marines to be down there, with some of their star players. They
And their idols, yeah.
and stuff like that, get signatures and pictures and everything, man. They really made connections. So they need to get that back. I don't know
Hey.
what's going on. What's up?
Based on the quietness, only 3 of us went to the real Pro Bowl, huh? He's sitting over there quiet, like he cannot relate.
Will was in Okinawa, man. You know that. He was in Okinawa.
Because I went in 03. I got Mike Vick to sign my gloves already, whatever. During the
Must be
Mike Vick
nice.
era. I went during 03 to Aloha Stadium. It was
What
it was
you-
epic.
what you
G.
saying,
It was
just
real
back on?
epic. And
Right.
then
One of
like
these Marines is not the same.
right. He's not. Hey, it's all good then. Like Telly said, we know it's gonna stick with flag because what they transition into in 2028 in the Olympics, flag football.
And football.
So they doing exactly what they want to do. They rolling us over. The Pro Bowl is no more a basic introduction to flag football.
So
That's what
so
they
you
doing.
know they had flag football back in the day. So my homeboy that I grew up with in high school and stuff with, Robert Edwards, he was drafted by New England, running back out of Georgia.
Running back, yeah, out of Georgia. Yeah.
Out of Georgia, and it was the top 20 players would go over to Maui and play in this flag football game.
Maui
So
Classic. Yep.
Maui Classic. So Peyton Manning had threw a pass to him, and threw a pass to, I think he was trying to throw it to Hines, and Robert intercepted the ball and came down and landed on.
Messed up his leg. That's when he messed up his knee.
He broke his leg and almost lost his leg. He spent 3 years in rehab, about 2 years in rehab.
I remember that.
Played for New England, then got traded to Miami. He was Ricky Williams' backup running back in Miami, and then that was his last year in the NFL. He got comeback player of the year that year, I think in 2003, and then he ended up going back to going to the Canadian League and played there for 8 years. But the point of that story is that was the last time they played a flag football game because that was an injury to a top 20 draft pick that they couldn't have that anymore. So they don't play on the beach anymore. That game, they stopped. They just brought back flag because of that game. That was the reason why they stopped playing. But they always did flag. They just went back to it just now. A little history.
All right, I like that. I'm educated now.
I feel bad for you, Kratos. You didn't get
Man.
to experience the Aloha Bowl, man.
Hey,
It's
man.
all good, man. I spent 10 years in Okie, bro. So it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I enjoyed. Trust me.
We know.
No, I'm just saying. I know. I remember the Pro Bowl, and I remember the festivities around the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Some good times, boy.
Yeah.
03.
Oh, that island
Wow.
was packed that week, boy.
Wow.
Island was hitting.
Yeah. It was interesting. Oh well.
Stupid.
Oh shit.
It was, but hey, games on Sunday, man. Where's everybody watching it at?
I'm watching it in the house, bro. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, same here, man. I think this will be one of those Super Bowl games that ain't gonna set no records as far as most televised Super Bowl at all.
Oh, yes, it will be because Bad Bunny is performing, boy.
I ain't watching Bad Bunny. I'm gonna go watch the
Oh,
other show.
You gonna watch the All American show, halftime show?
Only time, only way
With
that's
Kid
gonna
Rock.
set records if they filming it on Telemundo as well.
They are.
So yeah, okay, I agree with then.
Dude, the Super Bowl is in California.
Yep.
ICE has been sending busloads of agents out there all week long, y'all.
They got recall from Minnesota. They're like, hey, we packing
Hey,
up. We
matter of
going to
Yeah, we heading west, fellas.
They pulled 700 from Minnesota.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not coincidence. They're gonna be outside the damn stadium. They're going to all the food trucks is about to get raided. All the taco stands is about to get raided.
Oh man.
Come on, dog. Hey, it's about to be the largest ice bust in doggone U.S. history in one location.
Man,
That's
all they gotta do
crazy.
is
That's
because
funny.
of Bad Bunny.
all they gotta do is listen, hand the ICE agents carne asada burritos, and it's all good. Everybody gonna be straight. Everybody gonna be
Oh, that's
straight,
funny.
man.
That's so sad though, bro. Like that's like the wildest trash ever, man. Welcome to America.
That's funny.
When we sent ICE agents to a Super Bowl. What the fuck?
Yeah, for some
I'm
reason.
I'm about to go on Poly Market right now and bet how many arrests they're gonna get at the damn.
But like you said, Riz, this is the quietest Super Bowl.
Yeah, you don't hear no buzz about it.
experienced. It is no buzz. I know one Seattle, two. I know two Seattle fans. I know two, and I one of my close friends. He a Patriots fan, you know. But this one's so quiet, man. Everybody's just like, okay.
Yeah,
So-
you know, a couple of my Patriots fans, Patriots friends, they reminded me of a bet I made. Thank you, Telly, and your guys. You know, when they played Atlanta.
Hey man,
And I
why
made a
y'all
bet.
when we talk about
Damn.
Hey man, I made a bet, you know, with one of my friends. I'm like, man, ain't no way New England's gonna come back and win this game. And it's like, all right, we'll make a bet. I'll take that bet. It's halftime. I like if they lose, I will don a New England jersey. And as I was putting on this New England jersey, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute before you took the picture. So they caught me with this New England jersey on with this, saying they like number one. And they blackmailed me. They blackmailed and remind me of that by sending me the picture when New England made it to the Super Bowl. I was like, damn, y'all got that, y'all still got that picture circulating. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the infamous? Okay.
Yeah, and that reminded me of a question I wanted to ask Telly. What position does Matt Ryan have?
Who?
Matt Ryan.
He's the president of
Operations?
Football operations. Yeah.
Football operations, yeah. So, and I was curious, like, man, he obviously has no decision making abilities. Why the hell they put him in that position? Because he blew that goddamn. It wasn't only his fault, but
it's a smart move. So he's basically a glorified advisor. That's all it is. He's a glorified advisor, and gives some trust and confidence back to the fans of Atlanta on what leadership has done over the past few years. These people, Matt Ryan is the savior. He's the last quarterback that took us to the Super Bowl, even though, you know,
y'all forgave him.
I mean, he didn't lose a game. In my opinion, is the coaching staff lost the game. Everybody.
No, I think I agree. I think it was a combination.
Yeah, so yeah, but that's you know the light skinned people out here down. They have all faith in Matt Ryan, so that's right. So that's
I got you.
After so. Yeah, I think it's a slick move to bring him into the building without putting him as a GM because he don't have enough experience as a GM to go and do that. So, but you want him in the building officially, being able to direct and advise. So I think, you know, the head coach and the GM reports to him, and he basically is going to provide comment on whether or not he believes their decisions are the right decisions. But to the public, he don't make those decisions, but behind the scenes, he's going to heavily influence decisions.
Absolutely.
How do y'all feel about, you know, like we just talked about, Matt Ryan doesn't have the experience per se as a GM, and he's young in the game, but they still giving him opportunities to do so. And then we see like the Raiders, they got a young coaching staff. They just hired, you know, with Clint Kubiak, you got Mentor with the Ravens, you know, whatever. These guys, it seems like, I think we talked about this a little bit last week. The youth movement, you know, is in play right now. They don't want the experience, the coaches. You You know what I mean? It just seems like they want new ways to, mold the game because they feel like is it getting stale or, you know,
Are
is
they trying to
not
stick
that excitement with them old dinosaurs.
tradition?
With them old
They gotta get rid of
dinosaurs, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say they're trying to get rid of tradition. I would say the game has evolved, and you have to have that ability to try to think outside the box. A lot of things are done with analytics. What these coaches doing, you see them taking more chances, on fourth downs, and the game is a little bit more exciting when you do have some traditional coaches that would never probably do any of these moves that these guys are doing nowadays. They're risk takers. You wouldn't see a Bill Belichick doing the shit that Ben Johnson did in Chicago, which ultimately cost them some games. You wouldn't see Bill Belichick doing the shit that Dan Campbell did in Detroit. So I think the game has evolved, and these guys are a little bit more risk takers than some of these old traditional coaches that won't do this move. And I think it does make it exciting. But I does think that at the same time it's a detriment to some of those teams in key situations.
Yeah. Well, that's it, fellas. That's the show for tonight. I guess it was as expected when dealing with Seattle and New England. That's the way it goes, like, hey, both teams play hard. It's like this is one of the least Super Bowls I'm looking for. I'm not looking forward to see it. Man.
Not excited.
Yeah. Me and Kratos gonna be in the clouds for this one. We gonna be in the clouds, yeah.
And this is that Super Bowl is on my birthday, so it's like I ain't even excited about that. That's why you asked me, like, you traveling on during the big game. I'm like, man, I don't even care. Though. I'm going to Belize the next day.
Oh damn.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But I'm not too excited to watch the game, man. I'm gonna be watching and packing. I'm gonna unpack and pack again and get ready to bounce.
Okay, understood.
Yep.
So,
But let me know where you're hanging out, Kurt. Just if
I'm gonna say, like, hey,
just in case I do come out for a little bit.
just in case we do something, man. Yeah.
Smoke, puff on a stick or something.
Yep. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead, like, follow, share, subscribe, and hey, this is our last one of the season, fellas.
Yes,
Next
sir.
time we talk will be the draft. It'll be the draft, season 3.
Yeah, man.
So
Good season 2, brothers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, hopefully we'll have all of Rich's attention by then.
I got you.
If his team winning, he might show up.
Hey, Kratos, remember, he is the NFC South champ.
Oh.
So he gonna be here next season.
Gotta be here.
The belt. He got the belt.
Gotta be here.
Yeah.
Hey, by default, because actually Will has the best record in the division.
This is true.
Which means what?
Hey, don't
Damn
worry.
thing.
The NFC